Mhm. Okay, let's see who's coming on today. I should really be a little more consistent for you all. Because I always say I'm going live like between 7 and 9 p.m. Pacific time. Today's 7:50, so we made it. Let me know if I guess I'll wait for more people to come in, but let me know if going live a little earlier in the day is also okay, because I know we have people who join from all over the world. Um, like if I did 12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time, would that be okay? Let me know. We'll wait for a few more people here. Hey, hey, Dandelion Dreams. I forgot your name. You're gonna have to remind me. I know I've done clearings for you in the past. Today we're actually talking about I'm gonna go in. I might do some energy clearings, of course. If anybody has anything they're going through specifically that they need help on, more than a general clearing. And but I do want to talk about this. My friend Christine Hernandez wrote this book. Sorry, Oracle deck, and she's her roots are Mayan, and so she has done this deck about Mayan cosmology, which is very interesting. And she actually even recorded a message for us. She was going to join us live, but like me, she's like, I turn into a pumpkin at night. I can't. Can we do it earlier? And I was like, no, this is the set time that we decided on. Um, but we will do a little reading. I'll tell you about the energy of the day. So, the Mayan calendar, as she explains, I think there's 20 Mayan calendars. We know the one, right? That everybody was like 2012. 2012 is the end. It's the end of the world. The Mayan calendar says it. They predicted it and they predicted everything. But they just meant that it was the end of a specific time period. And it was like in the Mayan cosmology, it was like this ends this period, and now we go into a new period. And so the today, the astrology for today, according to the Mayan calendar, is three bats, and bats is one of the figures in the cards. So I'll explain what that means. I'm just gonna wait for a few more people to come in. In the meantime, tell me about you. What's going on? Would love a clearing. I've been overthinking is my biggest issue right now, and rumination. Interesting. Yeah. Look, the mind is responsible for everything. So the mind is ruminating, not you. It's good to create that separation a little bit. The mind is overthinking. You might have the archetype of being the over-intellectualizer. I cleared that from somebody today, where she had the pattern of over-intellectualizing her emotions. And the belief is like if I stay in my head, I won't feel. Or if I stay in my head, then I can figure this out. So we can clear those underlying beliefs if you have them. Also, super exciting. I got something in the mail this week. Doom, 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 doom. This I got in Lebanon. It's handmade from cedar. Oh, so incredible. I love Lebanon. But this is my book. Why am I holding it like that? I think I just like the box. This is my book. It's called Witches of Calabasas, and I have the first copy number one. Look at that. Look how it glistens. Look at that. This is not just a book. Somebody said, and I love this. I told her, I said, I'm going to steal that. She said, that's not a book. That's bookshelf jewelry. Because, okay, so when you take the flap off, look at that. Look at this. Look at that. You hear that? It's fabric. It's like this beautiful, I mean, this is bookshelf jewelry. If you haven't gotten a copy yet, it officially comes out on October 6th, but it's out on pre-sale right now, Witches of Calabasas. but you can get it now on Barnes and Noble, Amazon, wherever you get your books. But I'm excited. I'm excited. I heard that a couple thousand bookstores have already, bookstores have already bought a couple thousand copies. And so it's gonna be out there, guys. I'm excited. It's kind of cool, you know? All right, let's check the chat here a little bit. Oh, wow. Hey, everybody. All right. All my regulars are here. This is great. Hey, Gio. Happy Friday, everyone. Artsy Chic. Hello. Kirsten. Hey, hey, hey. I'm always trying to figure it out and feel better. Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, for Dandelion Dreams 444, who is trying to feel better? I can say this. I say it every week. It's not going to register. I'm almost going to, excuse me, stop saying it because as I'm learning now, thank God I have a lineage and an incredible guru. There's a woman in not even a woman, not a man, nothing. She's just selfless self. Angie Ma in England, who's actually coming to the US soon. So I'm excited. I'm already the very sincere seekers, the clients of mine who are sincere. I'm already like saying, okay, read this book. If it resonates, let me know. I'll introduce you to her so that you can be initiated if she feels like you're sincere enough when she's here. But thank God for her, really, because she has shown me that this knowledge that I'm always giving every week and it's not being registered, like people will go, "Oh yeah, that resonates, that resonates." And then they go the next day, they're like, "I'm in my head," right? Or what happens when I die? Like they have not grasped the knowledge that I'm giving. And it's because um there's ego, and ego with knowledge is pointless. Sri Ramakant Maharaj says. So it's very important that there's like 2 hours of meditation a day, preferably on a mantra like the Nam mantra, which you get initiated into that can never be shared or it loses its potency for you. And singing the bhajans, the devotional songs, this all hammers down the ego, hammers it, hammers it, hammers it, so that the knowledge can actually be received and digested. So I'll do clearings. But clearings are an illusion the same way that meditation is an illusion, but it's a necessary illusion. Some illusions are necessary. Like, for example, meditation is an illusion. My energy work is an illusion. But it's the way Sri Ramakant Maharaj says it is what I've been saying for years in a different way, which I'll tell you in a second. He says, you use a thorn to get the thorn out. So you're using illusion to dissolve the illusion, right? So meditation's important, forgiveness is important. Self-inquiry is important. These are all illusions, but they're necessary illusions. So for example, I used to always say in the ancient days, in ancient Rome, they would use dirt, the washers that wash clothes, they would use dirt to get the dirt out of the clothes. They would use clay and dirt and this sud to get the dirt out. Same way, you use the mind to dissolve the mind. As the Yoga Vashista says, you use the mind to dissolve the mind. All right, let's check I mean, enough preaching, Frank. Oh my God, I can't wait for the book. Thank you. Wow, that is a gorgeous. So excited for the book. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm curious, enthusiastic about what my next job is. I'm volunteering with rescue cats. Oh, God bless you, Sylvie. And thank you for that nice email you sent me about what the clearings have done for you. I'm volunteering with cat rescues right now and job hunting. You asked what we're up to. The one thing with me, the cover is fabric. Yeah, I'll show you the cover in a second again. Genuine happiness seems to be in short supply. Help. Aw, okay, we'll help you with that. Um, the Ressa Carol, right? You can correct me if I'm wrong. Is it just Carol? I have long hair now too. Love and miss you, bro. Oh my God, Christian. Hey, brother. I can't see because the thumbnail looks very small, but it looks like you have a baby. I have a new phone number, by the way. So if you've been trying to reach me, that's why. So find me on Instagram or something and let's connect. Man. And you have long hair now too. Nice. Yeah, bro. It's super long now. Down in my below my shoulders. I finally caught alive. I love the book. Purple's my favorite color. Nice. Yeah, it's royalty. It's just, I'm Lebanese, so I always love, the Phoenicians, my ancestors created the color purple. Hmm. I finally caught alive. Yeah, okay, good. I'm going to Amazon and get me some bookshelf jewelry. That's so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm listening, Frank. It's not fully landing, but I know it will. Yeah, it won't fully land until you have a deep, deep practice. Because what happens is since you were born, they told you, I'm a girl, you're a boy, you're a girl, this is your family, this is your religion, and you just accepted it all. And so now the guru, right, like in these texts, the ancient texts, they're telling you, like in my lineage, the Navnath Sampradaya are looking you directly in the eye and saying, you are the ultimate reality. You are the supreme reality. You are the truth. And you're not accepting it as openly as you accepted everything else that was told to you. Everything else that was sold, you accepted. This you're not accepting. But it's because all these concepts have been hammered into you since you were a kid. And so it takes hammering to get it out. What is this string here? By the way, guys, give me a sec. My cat is meowing to get in. Speaking of Sylvie and the cat rescues. All right, Sebastian, you want to come inside so we can finish these clearings? Come on, come on. And now you stay inside, okay? You naughty boy. You little frisky boy. All right, let's go. Let's go finish this. All right. Okay, he's inside. We're good. Whew. All right, so let me get into the talk. Actually, you know what? Let me show you really fast. And some people were asking about this. So excited about this. For anybody who missed it, check that out. Isn't it beautiful? And then the inside is literally fabric. Oh, I didn't even see this yet. Woo! So nice. Can you guys hear that? It's like this beautiful fabric and yeah, it's just nice. It's a very cool little witchy book to have um like on your table. Okay, so actually I'm gonna share my screen here and show you guys a couple of things like what we're gonna talk about today with Mayan cosmology. Let's start with this first. Hopefully you can all see this. This is me reading just a little like the very end of chapter one. Everybody is worried about something. Hopefully you guys can hear this. And stood for a moment like a statue facing the grand home, itself standing perfectly still like me, only with far greater majesty. I still hadn't gotten used to the size and splendor of it yet. And if that were not intimidating enough, the thought of walking up to someone I was just warned about scared the living crap out of me. They say there are two ways people react in frightening situations: freeze or run. I learned in that moment that I was the type to freeze. And in my current state of rigor mortis, I noticed the elegant silhouette of Candace Winters staring out of the window. The iron lamp beside me at the edge of the garden flickered once, then again, then held steady, humming faintly. I told myself it was nothing. She paused at the window, her silhouette hollowed by the moon. I thought she might notice me, might even wave, but instead, all the lights in the mansion flickered. They scrambled momentarily, like they forgot how to be light. And then she shut the curtains with such striking intensity, and the whole house fell still. Powerful as they may appear, everybody is worried about something. All right, so that's that. Oh, I'm still and stood for a moment like a statue facing the grand home, itself standing perfectly still like me, only with far greater majesty. I still hadn't gotten used to the. Oh no, did I just exit that call, guys? I'm such an idiot. Are you all still there? Did I just exit the call? Oh no, 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 good. Okay, still there, right? I thought I just exited the YouTube. I'm like, oh no. Somebody's asking, will there be an audio book? Yes, and that part comes out like right now, the actual book is out for pre-sale, but the audiobook will be available October 6th. So if you go to like Barnes and Noble, Amazon, the websites on October 6th, when it launches, then the audiobook will be available too. Okay, good. I'm so glad I did. I thought I exited the screen. Now, let's get into the topic for today. If you're doing mini clearings, I would love to get one. And Mama Gail, too. Yeah, we can do that. Like they forgot how to be light. Ooh, yeah, I love that line, too. Oh, thanks, Gio. That's awesome, Gio. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm still here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, I just noticed that. Thank God, because I thought I exited. I exited something. Who knows what I just clicked out of. So today, here, let me show you a little bit about what Christina said. Christine, I keep calling her Christina. Um, she sent us a little video today that I can share before I actually go into Mayan astrology and what it is and what we're actually looking at. So here, let me share this. Share screen, share that. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So hopefully you guys can see Christine now. Let me see how that looks. Yeah, good. All right, so this is a message for us from Christine.
So, a lot of times people want to have more intention for their days or have some direction for the day. And a way that you can do that is come into true time. Time is alive. And the Maya understood that everything was woven together, including human, the nature, cosmos, time, and space. Every single day holds a unique energy and frequency that we can come into alignment with. With the Gregorian calendar, this is a distortion of time. And so, not every day or through Monday and Friday is it supposed to be productive. One day might be good for productivity, but the next day is good for rest or creativity or working with your ancestors or with your mental health or your physical body, whatever it might be. The way to see the energy of the day is to go to mayancosmology.com. We'll provide you the link. There you'll see the energy of the day. For instance, today is 3 bots. Then, to dive deeper with Sacred Time, you would get the Mayan Oracle deck and connect with the energies of every single day. Within the book, you will find the introduction that's going to go over what the sacred calendar is. And then in the table of contents, you find the Nawals. Here you would find bots, the monkeys on page 37. Then you would go here to find the number 3 here, which will be on page 97. That way you can dive deeper into the energy of the day. And of course, you have also some deities and some Mayan notable aspects within the deck too. So you found the 3 and you found the bots, and so that you can see the artwork in the deck, and then you can read the book, of course, to dive much deeper and do the practices or the prayers to connect with the energy every day and have a very intentional day for yourself. Ritual and ceremony is everything. And life can be a ceremony when we infuse the sacred. And so this is just a really beautiful way, again, to come into alignment with true and sacred time. And the Maya had the most accurate calendars in human history. They were able to predict all the solstices and equinoxes for thousands of years in advance. That's why you know of 2012, because that was an ending of one cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. Then they had 20 different calendars. This calendar, the Mayan sacred calendar, which is the Cholki, and within the Cholki is the spiritual calendar to support us in understanding ourselves. You have the jaguar on the back of the oracle deck. That calendar is within the Mayan oracle deck and a way for you to come into connection with sacred time, understanding also that we each carry a unique energy that we were born with because of sacred time. So, for instance, I'm 3 Akpu. I was born on a 3 Akpu day. That is 3 sun. The sun is here to shine and show up and support humanity. It is very shamanic, actually, and it is the hunter for spirit. And so it's the path to the divine and to support others on coming onto that path. And that means I carry Jaguar within my tree of life. You can also go to mayancosmology.com to find your free mini reading, and I highly recommend you do it so you can see what is your Nawal, what is the animal that guides you. If I'm the sun, that means I have macaw, and within my tree of life and cross, I'll know that I have jaguar within it too, and other animals and guardians that walk with me on my life path. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, you can always message me or find so much more information on my page, Christina Levy _.
All right, cool. So that was my friend Christine, and her book is, or her oracle is, let's show you the cover, the Mayan Oracle, and it's with Hay House. the publisher, and yeah, it's just beautiful. So I also have a deck. We sometimes do readings with my deck, the Modern Nirvana Oracle deck. So she said that today's energy, and by the way, I have to say too, from my vantage point, there is no time. Time doesn't exist. So but at the same time, I know that I still need to be relatable and not be a total like nothing is real, nothing is there, nothing exists. Like for speaking to people, I have to also use words and concepts sometimes. So let's do this and see what comes up because I actually haven't even read it yet. I wanted to experience it with you all for the first time. And thank you, Christine, for sending me this deck to do this. So she said the energy of today, and if you go to mayancosmology.com, every day you can just see like what's the energy for today. So she said today it's three bots, not bots like robots, but bots like BATZ, and it's the monkey. And I love this that the monkey is like knitting. It's kind of cool. I'm curious to see what this is. So, all right, let's see what the energy of today is. And then you guys can let me know in the chat if it actually resonated. I'm kind of curious today too, because I was a little depleted today, to be honest with you all. I had three clients back to back, and yeah, it was like back to back. And for one of them, I spent an extra hour with her talking to her about my lineage because she was curious. And when I see that somebody is sincere, I told her, sometimes I go live, let's say on Instagram or if I'm speaking at a conference or wherever, and there will be hundreds of people. And they all want energy clearings, which is nice. They all want, they want my service. But when it comes to this knowledge, they ask me about it, like, what's your lineage? What's your practice? And I say, well, if you're interested, email me and I'll let you know. Because then I want to know who's actually sincere. And I swear to you guys, like one person will email, one person will ask out of hundreds. That's how little people actually want self-realization because there's this love for being. There's a love for beingness. As Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj says, the spirit, it just loves being. It loves to be, to experience, to exist. Very few people want to dissolve that, to want to dissolve the ego. So, all right, let's see. So the first thing is that today is a three cycle, the third cycle. So it says here, three embodies the essence of creation and the heart of the home. I was definitely home today. Mirroring the sacred act where the creator gods laid three stones, as you can see in the image, reflecting the formation of the cosmic earth. It's very interesting how three shows up across all lineages. Like in Hinduism, it's Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Lord Krishna. In Christianity, you have the Trinity as well. So it shows up a lot. These celestial stones correspond to Saif, which means sword in Arabic. I wonder what it means for them. Rigel and Alnitak in Orion's constellation, framing the Great Orion Nebula, known in Mayan astronomy as the smoky fireplace, a cradle of creation in the night sky. This number also symbolizes the three realms, the underworld, which in Vedic astrology, I was born under, or in ancient Greek astrology that Alexander the Great used, I was actually born under the star Hades. So underworld, depth, mystery, occult. Uh, Underworld, earth, and heaven, reflecting the vastness of the cosmos. Hey, Sebastian, freaking cutie. Three is known as the most complex of numbers, woven with strands of doubt, uncertainty, and obstacles. It represents the challenges and the hardships inherent in creation and the journey through different levels of existence. Engaging with the energy of three means facing challenges, transformation, growth, and deep understanding. This sacred number is a reminder that every obstacle is a stepping stone toward harnessing inner strength and unlocking your highest potential. As you navigate doubt and uncertainty, you get to understand that everything on your path serves your growth. Welcome the challenges and trials, for they teach resilience and wisdom. And then she gives a prayer too. So there's a prayer at the end. I'm not going to read that. If you guys get this deck, you can get that. Then she says the other card for today is bots. Oh, and I'll link to this deck in the description too. So let's see where bots is. And there's also, as she said in that video, there's like deities. So I can pull a card actually. I can pull cards for people. The best thing she said would be go to the Mayan cosmology. So then I would have to actually put in your birth info, but you can do that on your own. I asked her if I just pulled a card for somebody, is that okay? And her answer was actually kind of beautiful. She said, I'll read it to you, what she texted me about that. She said, you can definitely pull cards, absolutely. And it can be used that way too, because all the energies are within us. So we can resonate with every energy as well. All right. So let's see where bots is. Bots, 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 bots. وينك يا bots? Oh, here we go. 11, page 37. Okay. I guess that was easy. Usually I just scroll till I find or flip till I find. Okay, so bots represents monkey, the weaver that weaves. Oh, so now we understand that why he's looking this way, weaving together something that weaves the threads of our lives. It represents the umbilical cord, destiny, unity, relationship, the beginning and the end. The Nawal bots symbolizes the thread of time, and the Mayan sacred calendar is how this thread is woven into the fabric of reality. Bots infuses our world with creativity. So were you creative today? Constantly renewing and reimagining the world around us. Today I was definitely doing that. Like reimagining what does life look like? I moved to the desert 2 months ago, and all of a sudden today I was feeling a little stir crazy. And I'm like, okay, let me reimagine what this life here in the desert could look like. Bots thrives in the spotlight like a magnetic performer. This Nawal is the heart of any community gathering that energizes and captivates the audience. Bot's love for fun and craving for admiration make it a day full of creativity and artistic expression. So here's the thing, that's what today is. It doesn't mean that's what happened today. Because today I really did want to be creative, but I had clients all day and emails, and it felt very bogged down. So that's what she means by this. In the morning, she said in the video, in the morning, you check what is the energy of the day. It might not be the day to work. It might be the day to be creative, or it might not be the day to be creative. It might be the day to work. And so that's how she's describing this. Today offers a chance to shape your reality as you desire. Bots also represents the nurturing phase, inviting you to weave your aspirations and dreams into reality. Ask yourself, what creative project have I been dreaming about? And what is the first step that I can take today? How can I use my artistic talents to express my innermost feelings and thoughts? What has been blocking my creative expression, and how can I remove or work around these obstacles? How can my creativity be woven and contribute to my community or inspire others around me? And then she also has spiritual guidance for today. Today is the day, and I'm giving it to you at night. That's kind of backwards, isn't it? Which, by the way, I'm going to check the chat in a second. I get distracted, so I haven't been looking. But um, let me know if it's okay that on some Fridays we go live earlier, like at noon. I know some people have full-time jobs and that's not possible, or at 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. Let me know if that's better or if you prefer nights like this. Today is the day to infuse creativity into your home, enhancing the beauty of your personal space. Okay, I actually did that today. I cleaned the stove, I vacuumed, I planted a cactus over there. It's a day for uninhibited expression and playful creativity, not strategic action. You're invited to knit together ideas that can later be brought to life in the outside world when the time is just right. Everyone possesses the talent to create, whether through words, music, food, or images, and we all have the power to mold our surroundings, our homes, our families, and communities. Today, express gratitude for your creative gifts, drawing inspiration from your past creations and blending them with fresh ideas or spontaneous action. All right, thank you, Christine. So I'm going to link to that. I can pull a card if anybody wants me to, or I can just do clearings, which I know you guys want. Yay, audiobook. Helen says, yay to the audiobook. Can I also get a clearing too? And for my husband, Valeriu. if his highest self will agree. All right. Self-realization is not for this faint of heart, Gio says. You're absolutely right. Because you're hammering down. It's, by the way, very uncomfortable. I had and still have sometimes a lot, like my ego is revolting. It's it's revolting against me to not do this. Abby says, Sebastian is a cutie. Thank you. Isn't he so cute? He's sitting over there. He's like this right now. Sebastian is a cutie. Happy Friday to you. Glad I saw you pop up on here. Me too. Thanks, Abby. I felt bogged down today too, but more creative tonight. Yeah, that's actually how I'm feeling. I was trying to go live at 7 p.m. I didn't go on until 7:45. It took me 45 minutes just to gather the energy to click go live. Imagine. Um, Sue Love says that makes sense. hmm Abby says creativity and sharing with community has been emerging theme lately. I cleaned my stove too. Here in Germany, it's 5:19 in the morning. Okay, yeah. hmm So then if I went earlier, it would have been like middle of the night in Germany, so that would not have been easy. Although 5:19 in the morning, good for you getting up so early. Do you have a preference for pulling cards or clearings, Frank? So sweet of you for asking. Thank you. That really means a lot to me. You know, someone asked me today, he's like, "Are you?" Or it was 2 days ago. When did I work with? Yeah, 2 days ago. He was like, "Are you okay? Is everything okay? Like, are you exhausted? Is this hard on you?" Because I'm doing in clearings this, like, no joke, like 300 times a day. 300 times a day, just doing this, pulling. This all hurts, but no complaints. I love doing it. Um, but to be honest with you, because I did 3 sessions today and it was very hard for me to even get on this live, pulling cards today would be a lot easier. If someone's going through something, and please, like, just be honest with me. Like, if you're like, okay, Kirsten says a clearing or a card. Thank you. You guys are all so sweet. I swear, every week I'm blown away. Because I never want to disappoint anybody. If anybody came on here looking for a clearing and I'm not giving it, I do feel, it does take a toll. But if I could pull cards for you, that would be amazing. If somebody's going through something where you're like, Frank, I really need a clearing. This happened, and give the scenario or give like what you're feeling, then I'll do it. But if it's just like, oh, I'm tired, I was tired today, I probably would rather not do a clearing because I'm tired today. Whatever works for you. I'm only 2 hours ahead. I'll make it. Okay, cool. All right. So yes, maybe some weeks we'll go a little earlier, like 4 or 5 p.m. my time. But if it's okay, I would love to pull a card. Okay, Dandelion, you'll go first. We'll do yours first. So let's pull a card for you first. All right. Do you have a specific intention or do you want me to just pull anything random while I shuffle here? I posted something on Instagram recently. If you guys follow me on there, it was like because I was promoting my book, which is of Calabasas. Um, I've been doing a little bit more kind of witchy content lately, for this. And I did this post of like 4 things a witch never does, and neither should you. And one of them was like, don't let anybody touch your deck or handle your deck. It's yours. If they want a card, you pull it for them. So the reason I say that is now, as I'm thinking of you, I'm actually thinking like, okay, you know, um, oh, no more overthinking. Okay, that's a good intention. Yeah, beautiful. I love that you circled it back. Um, Claire says, I like this time. Okay. Noted, noted. All right, so let's see here. Okay, for dandelion. Oh, that's kind of cool. Cacao. 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 The way that she writes it is interesting. Food of the gods. Okay, so let's see what this says for you. Cacao. I know cacao is very heart opening, so I wonder if there's going to be something about that here. Oh, that one is cacao. Number 28. Oh, she did it kind of easy. I like the way she did that. Okay. So it's on 79, page 79. Okay. Cacao, revered by the Maya as the food of the gods, holds a sacred place in Mayan culture. Beyond its earthly delight as a prized food and drink, cacao symbolizes fertility, abundance, and divine blessing. It plays a central role in ceremonies and rituals, and it was even used as currency, showing its deep cultural and spiritual significance. More than just to consume cacao, cacao represents the seamless blend of the divine with the mundane, a symbol of prosperity and life's bounty gifted to us by the gods. Imagine Images of cacao are common in ancient Mayan arts and texts because it was one of the most sacred aspects of Mayan culture. It served as the connection to divinity, a vital link between human and the celestial realms. Core message: cacao invites you to savor the riches of life, reminding you of Earth's generosity and sacredness of food as nourishment, as well as a bridge to connect you to your roots, your ancestors, and the divine. I just got a message for you. I'll tell you in a second. It encourages you to celebrate and give thanks for the abundance that you receive and to recognize the divinity in everyday life. The spiritual guidance: let the spirit of cacao encourage you to feel gratitude and appreciation and to honor the gifts of nature, a natural gift from our first mother, Mother Earth. It sustains and it enriches our lives. Cacao beckons you to embrace the power of gratitude and connection and the joy of sharing with others. When you drink, use your breath to imbue your greatest intentions into your drink. Thus, as you drink, you become the living embodiment of your intentions. Yeah. When we share cacao with others, it cultivates community and connection through the simple act of divine nourishment together. The affirmation is blessed by the divine gift of cacao. I embrace the abundance and joy that is my birthright. I am grateful for the nourishment and pleasure it brings, reminding me of the earth's generosity and the sacred connection that we share with all creation. Through cacao, I celebrate life's sweetness, and I am the living embodiment of my greatest dreams, prayers, and living and loving intentions. So the message that I had gotten in a second ago was, you were talking about overthinking. And a lot of times overthinking is because why? You're not aware of the present moment. You can't be anywhere else. Like you can't not be in the present moment. Try it. Like you can only be in the present moment. There's nowhere that you can be. The present is all there is. But the mind will constantly foreshadow and take what it's doing is not taking you to the future or to the past when you're thinking about the past, if you're ruminating. What it's doing is just pulling your attention from the present moment. So the present moment is the only thing there is, and you're there. So what I was thinking about when cacao came up is if you're making cacao for yourself, it's a process. You're stirring in the pot, it's coming together, it's getting thicker and thicker and thicker. You're very present. You're making sure it's not overflowing, it's not too hot, it's not burning. Just like every single day I drink mate, you can see it in there. And for me, it really does force me to stay present, to get like I'll walk outside and I'll sit there with it and I'll drink it and I'll look at the stars. Like after this call, I'll go outside and look at the moon and the stars, and then I'll do my hour meditation. And so, I guess what I'm trying to say is for me, instead of like thinking of it as like the gift from the Mother Earth and whatever else, I would have thought that years ago when I was in my like plant medicine years. But now the way I think of it is like you don't have a mother. You don't have a mother, you don't have a father. It's not the way I think of it. It's what the knowledge is. It's what the ultimate truth is. There is no mother, there is no father. The earth, the body is of the earth. So the earth is, yes, the mother to the body. You are not the body. I say this every single week. You're not the body, you're not the mind. So this body goes back to earth. It becomes food for the earth, nourishment for the earth. You have to give it back, right? You got this body, but you have to give it back. But you are not the body. So hopefully there was a message in there that actually went through. I've been consuming a lot of cacao lately. Very cool, Claire. I need to start making that again. I do love cacao. You can pick a card for me, but if possible, do a clearing for my husband. It was brought to my attention that he has a block for his healing. He has a block of no will to heal. Oh, right. I think I told you that, right, Helen? Okay, I'll do a little clearing for him. I'll do a very little clearing for him. Even though he has been doing hyperbaric chamber for a year and all other, yeah, trust me, I've cleared from people no will to heal. And I can tell you a million stories of what happened after and what continues to happen. Because sometimes you can do everything, but if there's no will to heal, the mind is more powerful than any doctor, any medicine. Dandelion, so Abby, Dandelion is saying if you start to overthink, I love, by the way, today there's been a lot of talking to each other in the chat from Geo, Dandelion, Helen. So thank you guys for that, Abby. If you start to overthink, that's a great symbol to embrace, can pull you back to present. Yeah. Exactly. Fireside Chats with Christy says, "Be here now." Ram Dass. Such a great quote. The only ignorance in that quote is that you can't not be here now. You can only be here now, but bring your awareness to the fact that you're here now. So it's like at all times, because you're not having any thoughts, by the way. Thoughts are just happening spontaneously. So when they arise, it's your choice. Do you look at them and start going into them and ruminating, or do you go, I'm gonna look over here, or I'm gonna look in here, right? I'm gonna look in here. I trust your energy, whatever you want. I would be very happy. Many thanks. Okay, cool. So no problem. Your English is perfect. It's better than mine. Dandelion, thank you. You're so welcome. She says it did. I'm speechless. We'll let it roommate. Very grateful. Perfect. Okay. And so now let's do for Helen and then for Sue Love. I'll do a card for you. Helen, I'll do a clearing for your husband. Actually, you know what? If I don't write this down, I'm gonna get lost. I'm gonna get lost. I don't wanna be lost. Ugh. Seven sun. It's a crack in time, a wrinkle falling from the nest, young eagle. I will pull my feathers out, stay humble. Mm. And that was Helen card. A card for Helen. And then for Valeriu. What a cool name. Where's that from, Valeriu? Where's that name origin? Valeriu clearing. I'm calling you Sue Love because I think that's what it is. Sue Love. For you, we'll do a card. We are part of something special. We're a part of something special. It's a crack in time, a wrinkle, falling from the nest, young eagle. Okay, let's pull a card for dear, dear, dear Helen. All right, Helen, this one's for you, and it is a beautiful card of the knife. I don't know if it's Tijox or Tijox. I don't know if in the Mayan they pronounce it as J or H, but it's a nice card. Okay, so let's see here. Fallen from the nest, young eagle. That's a song from I don't know why it's suddenly in my head from Nako Bear. If you guys know who he is, I did an amazing interview with him a couple years ago on the podcast. If you guys go to the same my YouTube channel where we're doing this live, if you go to the Quite Frankly podcast tab, there's a really, really, really nice interviews there. And I'm bringing that podcast back next year, I think. I was just talking to my manager about it, and we're going to meet tomorrow. So I'm excited about that. I just need to get through this book tour. On Monday, I'm flying. Do you guys know Luke Story from the Lifestylist podcast? He's a good friend that well, I guess I wouldn't say, I mean, yeah, good friend, right? We haven't talked in a couple years, but I guess once a friend, always a friend. But I'm flying to Austin, God, on Monday. I'm gonna shoot his podcast and then he's gonna come on mine. But pretty soon, and then I'm like New York for ABC News, Good Morning Washington in DC, KTLA and Good Day LA in LA, like all these different appearances, and then I can finally go back to the podcast that I love so much. All right, the knife represents obsidian. Obsidian is this beautiful black crystal. I have one in the shape of an arrow that I like a lot. When I was into crystals, since I became non-dual, I mean, nothing, nothing, nothing anymore. Justice, the holy warrior and the Nawal of healers, medicine people, and those who strive for justice. I'm gonna just say T-Hawks, I mean, because I'm gonna pronounce it as an H, but T-Hawks has the sacred purpose of bringing about a better world and represents a type of alchemy or transformation that happens both within and around us. It turns the ordinary into the sacred, the plain into the mystical. So see, Helen, where you can turn mundane things into mystical things. The core message here, the purpose behind using a blade depends on the user's intention. It's important too. This power can have vastly different results in the hands of a warrior than for a surgeon. While they appear to be on opposite sides, in the realm of T-Hawks, their goal aligns with healing. T-Hawks bestows the ability to distinguish and improve, similar to how a surgeon's scalpel can remove disease and a warrior's blade can defend against negative forces. A knife wielded for the sake of violence is not the energy of T-Hawks, but know that you can call on this energy to enact justice in your life. So where is there not justice in your life, Helen? And how can you use the blade to enact justice in your life? T-Hawks provides a pivotal moment for introspection and rejuvenation. It's a time to reassess what in your life needs to be released and healed to pave the way for health and harmony. This journey might benefit from external support, be it through words of encouragement or guidance on a YouTube live, or making necessary changes in your life. Embrace today as an important step in your healing journey, opening to the transformations that lie ahead. Here are some reflective questions to guide you through the process. What am I holding on to that no longer serves me? Consider habits, thoughts, relationships, or possessions that may be holding you back. And by the way, like Christine said, you're connecting. She said, if you just pull a random card and you're not doing it by the cosmology, then it's just the energy that's being felt right now. So I say that to say, yes, Helen, this is specifically for you. However, anybody listening, this is for you too, because I'm just drawing on the energy from the collective right now. So, what brings me joy? And am I prioritizing that? Very important question. Not just with the joy, but how am I prioritizing my life? Like, am I making time for meditation or am I making time for bodily survival or for mental pleasure? Consider if your current habits and actions are steering you toward the future that you desire. In what ways can I practice self-compassion? Healing is not linear. Consider how you can be kind to yourself during moments of struggle. How can I actively listen to my body and its needs? What small action or simple action can I take toward healing today? And now let's do a little clearing for your husband. Do you have any book tour stops? Oh, thanks, Gio, for singing. I sing beautifully and Dandelion. Thank you, thank you. Okay, Helen, it's Romanian. Cool. A lot of Romanian people in my orbit. Um, do you have any tour stops in Miami? So interesting you say that because we haven't reached out to anybody in Miami, any of the stations, but I have been feeling really called to go to Miami on this little book tour. So I have a meeting with the publisher next week when I'm back from Austin, so I'm going to bring that up to them. Hey there, nice to see you after a while. Hope you're well. Yeah, it has been a while. Hey, Shaza. Sulav, my name is Asilahan, comes from Arabic, Persian, Turkish, and my nick is Solov. I love the number seven, stands for L. Oh, okay, nice. Oh, and Sulav says, "Welcome, Shaza." It's so beautiful. Thank you guys for being so connected today. All right. So let's do a little clearing then for Valeru. Very little clearing. Little but mighty. One time I did just 5 minutes on a woman and her restless leg syndrome of 20 years went away. Another time I did a five or 10 minute clearing on a stage for somebody and their stage fright went away that they had their whole life. This girl was an amazing opera singer but she had this like debilitating fear of singing in front of people. And then all of a sudden she told me, she messaged me and said, 2 weeks after your clearing, I was at a Tony Robbins event and I sung in front of like thousands of people. I think she said like 10,000 people or something crazy. Maybe 2,000, I don't remember. Thousands of people. So, all right, for Valerio, let's see. I'm not going to get an age for anything because I didn't ask his age. So I'll just clear. Usually, I say you felt abandoned at 34. And then somebody can say, oh, yeah, 34 is when I got divorced or whatever. But since I did not get an age, and I'm not looking at the chat right now, I'm just going to go ahead and clear it. So he has no will to heal. Can we find out anything that's for his highest good, whether it has to do with this no will to heal or an actual healing? So you didn't tell me. By the way, I will say this too, Helen, you didn't tell me what he's trying to heal from. So I'm just going to do a random clearing. But I will say I worked with a woman yesterday from England. I almost said her name. And she told me, because she had only done one session with me. I usually prefer people do packages after her first session, which is what usually happens. It's so transformative. Imagine what you're getting 5 minutes. Now imagine that for an hour. So it was so transformative that she ended up coming back and booking a session. And I said, hey, whatever happened? Like, since our last session, because I don't remember what I clear after the person ends the session. She said, Frank, I've been going to this acupuncturist for 3 years who could never clear my kidney meridian. And, we cleared her kidney meridian. And she said, every time I go to her, she says, your kidney, your kidney, your kidney. We did one session. She said she went back to her acupuncturist and she didn't tell me, by the way. And this is my point, Helen, because she didn't tell me what your husband's going through physically. Uh, she never told me in the session. She said, I just wanted to see if you could find it without me saying anything. And I said, okay. So I clear it. And she said, I went back to my acupuncturist, and my acupuncturist looked at me, looked at my kidney without me telling her that I did an energy session with you. And she was crying. She said she started to cry. And then I started to cry. This is not me talking, it's her. And she said, all of a sudden, she said, your kidney's clear. The kidney meridian that I've been trying to clear for 3 years is clear. And she was crying. She was so happy about it. So I thought it was really, what a sweet lady. First of all, to be that knowledgeable. Secondly, to be so happy for you that she's crying. So Sebastian wants to go outside again. All right, but we're doing a clearing. So I'm just gonna check and see if you wrote anything about him, what he's going through. No, you did not, right? Okay. All right, so let's see. Okay, for Valeru, what does Valeru need cleared here? Just take me to it. It's energetic. Okay. Motion. Do we need to know more? He has anger from the age of 37 that's stuck in his body. This anger is stuck in his body from age 37. Ooh, big one. Did I clear that? Is the next thing energetic? Okay. Do we need to know more? There's an entity that attached to him when he was 11 years old, and it's causing self-doubt and misalignments in the body and negative self-talk. Did we clear this entity? Okay. Okay. No will to trust the healing potential of his own body. Did I need to get an age for that? Okay, good. No will to trust the healing potential of his own body. Okay, did we clear this? Yeah. And the next thing here is energetic. Okay. This will be the last thing because it's a little deeper. It's actually stored in his body specifically, Mel. It's in his brain, in the pineal gland. Let me write that down so I don't forget. Pineal is what I'm clearing. Okay. In his respiratory system, the bronchial tubes are imbalanced. Can you let me know, Helen, in the chat, what's resonating, what's not? Is it his bronchial tubes where he's having the issues? And if not, that's okay too, because sometimes the bronchial tube is causing the neck to be imbalanced, causing the thyroid, so that could be the issue. But I'm just curious. Let me know what's resonating here. Is the bronchial tube imbalanced? Okay, associate imbalance here is energetic. Okay, can we get the underlying reason to why it's imbalanced? Okay, expensive. There's another entity. Do we need to know when it attached? Okay, before they just. Do we need to know more? It attached to him when he was 24. Did we clear that? Sebastian, no crying, baby. It's interesting because he doesn't like want to go outside or doesn't bother me, never meows, except at this time. He loves to go out when it's this time at night and we go and sit outside together for a little bit. So on Fridays when I'm doing these lives, he's like, meow, meow, come on, this is our time that we go out and look at the stars, you know? So he's like meowing at the door. He never usually ever meows. Aside from that entity, is there anything else that's causing the bronchial tube to be imbalanced or misaligned? Okay. Is the pineal gland still misaligned? Okay, let me clear one more thing since that was short. Is it energetic? Okay, it's traumatic. He had a belief that's like a hypnotic belief that's been programmed into him. It's pointless to try, is his belief. Do we need to know more? And that started when he was 34 years old, that belief got programmed. Did we clear this? Okay, good. All right, so we did Helen's card, Valeriu's clearing. Now we have Soul Love, and we're pulling a card for you. And let me just check the chat. I forgot to put our ages. I'm 30. Okay, so Geo is 30. That's a fun age. I remember being 30. And Gail is 65. Oh, Helen, I'm sorry. Yeah, MS. That would be something, honestly, that I would suggest, like book a package with me. We don't take that lightly. That's something that, and the sooner, the better. Obviously, for anybody else listening, you want to clear things like, for example, today I cleared from a little kid. He was 9 years old. He wasn't on. I just worked through his mother. He had so many, misalignments and anger and this and that. And I said, listen, it's good. So beautiful that you're doing this for him now. I can't tell you how many times I've cleared from people who have issues like thyroid cancer, ovarian fibroids, you name it, restless leg syndrome. And I'm like, your body has been holding this anger for 20 years. What did you think was going to happen? So it's better to clear something before it becomes something, not after. Don't do what doctors do and wait, and wait for something to happen. I'll tell you something, by the way. This woman, I love this client. She came and did a package with me. And in like the second or third session, and this will be helpful for what I said to you all earlier about spiritual entertainment. Stop chasing spiritual entertainment. I say this every week. She said to me, Frank, I finally understood what you mean by that. And I said, why? She said, you told me that I have a detached retina in my left eye. And I did. I said, did you know that your left eye retina is becoming detached? You need to go see a doctor, but I'll also do a clearing for it, but just go get it checked, like get pictures done. She said, I have been seeing for 2 to 3 months now fluttering in my left eye, but I'm going to these websites like Gaia, Mind Valley, random YouTubers, and they all said to me that I'm channeling my angels. And if you see white in the peripheral, it means you're channeling angels. So this poor woman is sitting there with a detached retina, thinking that they're her angels communicating with her. This is spiritual entertainment. Anyway, I'm not gonna. I can go on, and I'll get pissed. I don't want to get mad. Helen, Gio is saying I've been dealing with Lyme and possibly MS. Wow. There's a lot of research coming out that every neurodegenerative disease like MS, Parkinson's, ALS has a link to Lyme. Gio, this is what makes me sad. And I honestly don't, I'm so sick of being shadow banned on YouTube and all these other places for speaking this stuff. But You don't have to have Lyme. And I'm not saying do an energy clearing with me. I'm actually saying go and get ozone therapy and do 6 rounds of it. And people go, oh, but it's expensive because it can be like $3,000 to $5,000 if you're doing 6 to 8 rounds of ozone. Is it worth $5,000 to $8,000 to not have Lyme or MS later in life? I can't answer that for you. But if you know, so here's the thing. I had a chronic condition years ago, and I did 8 rounds, not six, 8 rounds, I think, of ozone therapy, specifically EBOO. And it's like full dialysis where it cleans out your blood completely. And went back and tested, and this thing that they say you're supposed to have for life that is incurable was gone. I checked again 3 months later, 6 months later, a year later, and 2 years later, and it has not come back. So just know, I then when my friend heard about this, he went and did it, took his girlfriend who had Lyme, Hashimoto, and cancer. I won't say what happened with everything else because we're not allowed to use these words like cure on YouTube, but no longer has Lyme showing up. So much so that her dad got mad at her for getting off any medications and stuff that he made her go and get tested at his hospital with him, and they didn't find Lyme. So please don't suffer. You don't have to. I'm not saying that it will cure or it will, I can't make claims, and I don't know what will happen in every case, but I'm just saying there are things available to us that were not available a long time ago. Coral rain. All right. After this, I'm not doing any more, guys. So don't put the names. I mean, don't maybe I can pull cards. We'll see how it goes, but it's already almost 9 here. Coral Rain 38. I'm just gonna call you Coral here. Uh what did she say? Or he Scarlet, you did say your name. Okay. If you don't have the energy, I completely understand. Much love. Oh, that's nice. I have a 38 tattoo behind my ear, so when I saw that you were 38, I was like, you know what, just do it. Scarlet. Okay. Hi, Frank. I keep getting attacked. Wait, True Intentions, is that? Oh yeah. Hi Frank, I keep getting attacked by spiritual attacks and it is keeping me from being able to. I was having the gift of the natural. I was given the gift of the natural hearing, okay? Healing is not linear. True intentions, nothing can attack you if you go strong enough. You know, when I as a healer, I'm speaking to another healer, when I first started like 10 years ago doing this publicly and not just with friends and family, maybe 8 years ago, I think it was like 2020 that I started doing it publicly. Um, some sessions, like if somebody had gone through something very intense, like sexual abuse or whatever, and I'm picking this up and I would clear it for them, I would run to the bathroom and start throwing up after the call. Like it was very difficult to the point where I thought, I can't do this anymore. I won't do this anymore. Um, Thanks to the non-dual teachings and my lineage in this practice, I no longer have to, I don't clear myself. I already had stopped years before I joined this lineage, but it's enhanced it because, as healers, we're usually very empathetic. So we pick up the energy. So if I'm working with somebody and they've gone through a lot of heavy stuff, I'm so compassionate that I'm picking it all up for them. There comes a point where now I view it as, it's not even that I view it. There's no conscious effort. It just happens where I'm like, okay, this is not mine. I'm clearing your illusion for you using another illusion to clear your illusion, right? Like we said earlier, if you missed it in the chat, you use the thorn to get the thorn out. You wash the dirt with dirt. That's how you get it out in the ancient days. You would literally use dirt to remove the dirt. You use illusion to dissolve illusion. So, um, hopefully that helps you a little bit to just know like detach from anybody you're working with. Oh, good, Gio, you did do Ibu. How many did you do? Because you have to do like 6 to 8 and 1 week apart. That's how you get rid of something chronic like that. Oh, okay. There's some, yeah, something with the bones. Sam, thank you. Yeah, Sam. I feel like I know you. Why do I feel like I know you, Sam? Healing is not linear. Thanks for that, Frank. That's really resonating today. Yeah. Do you know any treatments for SIBO? Um, SIBO is an interesting one because it can be, it's one of those things I've worked with a lot of clients. Some of them have healed, some have not, because you can try Ibu, but that for SIBO, you really want to restore your gut. So something like taking colostrum, a lot of fiber, and feeding your gut, feeding the gut bacteria. That's going to really help you. Christy would love one more card. Okay. Christy's a super regular. She's always here. So we're going to pull a card for her. How do entities attach to people? He grew up hardcore Christian. Yeah, a lot of Romanians did. And some of them are really interesting, actually. I have a Romanian client and friend now, Bogdan, who tells me about some of the really incredible things the priests in Romania have done. Like one time he was going through a very hard time in his marriage, so he went to Romania to just have some time there alone and like spiritual journey. He said a priest walked up to him at this very ancient church, walked up to him and said, "Hey, sometimes divorce is okay." Yeah, true intentions. I know. But it's the answer is always the same, which is disconnect. Like, for example, I don't fear being spiritually attacked because I know that it boomerangs back to them tenfold. I can get a lot deeper than that, but I won't right now. A few years back, I did 6 rounds back to back, and I just did two. Oh, so Gio, okay, you've done it. You've really done it. Good for you. But yeah, I'm wondering why that didn't do it. Okay, all right. But I'm proud of you for doing that. It did help clean your blood, you're saying, but there's something going on structurally with the bones. Yeah, okay. All right, let me start doing some of these clearings and then I'm gonna get back into the chat. So I'll catch up with that if you guys want to write anything else. All right, for Sue Love, we're gonna pull a card today. Meow, 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 Sebastian, meow. Sebastian's like, pull a card for me too. Okay, this one is for Sue Love. Hopefully you're still on. Oh, this is a beautiful one too. Kabla Juj. Kabla Juj. Isn't that beautiful? Hmm. I got to get my hair like that, just super long and like and a headband. I like it. I love it actually. Okay, let's see what else here. Let's see what it says about this card. So this is card 46, page 116. This is for Sue Love. Okay. This represents the 12th cycle. 12 being the highest even number symbolizes a moment of reflection and integrity of life's experiences. Its energy embodies self-reliance and independence. This number represents vitality, strength, and power, drawing from a well-rounded and fully integrated understanding of life's journey. Drawing the number 12 can symbolize a powerful moment of reflection. This is an invitation to review your life's journey, integrating all the lessons, experiences, and insights that you've gathered along the way. 12 represents the integration of knowledge, meaning that you have reached an important point where you can see the patterns and the meanings in your life more clearly. This is a divine reminder to make informed decisions and plan your next steps with confidence. The energy of 12 encourages you to trust in your own power and abilities. Recognize that you have the strength and vitality needed to achieve your goals. It's a call to embrace your personal power. You know, Ramakant Maharaj says, whenever people asked him for blessings, he would say, put your hand on your head and bless yourself. You are the supreme reality. And that's what this is saying. Call to embrace your own personal power. Step into your role as a wise being and creative and create a positive influence on your own life and the lives of others around you. In the energy of the number 12, here are some insightful questions designed to guide you toward greater clarity and self-awareness. Are there any habits or patterns I keep repeating that might be holding me back? This is for you, Sulov, okay? What achievements am I proud of, and what do they reveal about my strength? Where in life have I seen the most growth, and what or who was the catalyst? What do my reactions to challenges say about my underlying beliefs or fears? Which activities or relationships consistently bring me joy and fulfillment? It's so hard for me to read this as much as I love Christine and have respect for Mayan culture and every culture, because just coming from the non-dual vantage point and then having to embody all this is difficult because it's like, who is important to you in life? Who is blah, blah, blah. And I understand all that, but there are no others. There is only the supreme reality. It's the only thing that's here, perceiving itself to be in others. But you can still, as she's saying here, reflect on those questions to better understand your life story and help you move toward a future that aligns with your true self. Yeah. I might have her on the podcast because I do like to have, people on where I can, reinforce the truth and say, well, look, this is how I see it. And then for her to explain to me. And sometimes we find common ground, actually almost every time. I've had astrologers on the show who are reading my chart and I say, you're not reading my chart. I was never born. You're reading the chart of Frank. He was born. I'm witnessing his birth. I'm witnessing the life, but I am not him. And I'm like, kind of like, oh, I hope I'm not, offending my guest. And they're always like, yes, that's it. Yes. But this is how Vedic astrology can help. And then they explain it that way. And I go, okay, cool. I like this. We can have a dialogue. I'm gonna let Sebastian out one last time, guys, and then I'm gonna come back and work on everyone else. Okay. Okay, you wanna go outside? Let's go. Here you go. There you go. Okay. All right. We're back. So I hope that was good for you, Sue Love, and that it resonated. And we'll do a little bit here for Geo and for Gail. Let me just see where we're at with the chat here. Okay, good. Good, Sue Love. Geo says it's very weird. Yeah, my heart is 24/7 heart palpitations. I've done so many things to help. I've just surrendered to letting it clear. Yeah, yeah. Let it clear in divine timing. Exactly. And I'll work on it right now. Shaza says, I did a chakra test by a device called BioWell, and I found heart and root chakras misaligned. Can you help me? Yeah, next week, Shaza, next week. Because I have one, two, three, four left, and we're getting kind of late now here. But yeah, I love clearing heart chakra, heart. The thing is, though, let me tell you something about the heart. I need like 30 minutes for that at least, but I can quickly look at the heart chakra. That'll take like 5, 10 minutes. It won't be too bad. Yes, Helen, I can. I can recommend definitely. So go to my YouTube channel. Because it's saying here sign in to chat. I don't know why. I thought I was signed in, so it won't let me type them in there. Although I wish I could just copy and paste it. But I'm scared if I click sign in that this page will go away and I'll lose the chat. But if you go to my page, I've had 3 astrologers on. I only go by Vedic astrology. It's gonna blow your mind. It'll change everything. Forget what you thought your signs were in Western astrology. Everything changes with Vedic because they're using the sidereal system, which is where the stars are right now, not where they were 2000 years ago, like the Western astrology is calculating by. So go to my YouTube channel, click the tab, quite frankly, podcast, and from there are 3 different astrologers that I've had on: Joni Patri, Jade Luna, and Akash from AC Astro. I would probably recommend Akash for you from AC Astro. And then Jade, I'm muscle testing this, so I'm giving you not a biased answer. And then Joni would be the third option for you specifically. Um, the thing is about Akash is that He's like eighth generation Vedic astrologer. He's really good, and his wait list is shorter than Joni and Jade. So if you want to get in like fast, I would do that. Jade, though, is incredibly intuitive, probably the most intuitive astrologer I've ever seen. He's very intuitive, and like the biggest celebrities in the world go to him. I've been going to him for like 8 years. He's remarkable. He lives out here, exactly where I am in the desert, and he's an Agori yogi, so he's always doing rituals and things in the desert. He's a very interesting person. But go to my channel. If Helen, I think Helen, did you book a session with me? Because I think I saw a Helen in my calendar the other day. But if you did, just email me through the website, or after we have our session or during our session, I'll give you their exact information too. Okay. But they are incredible for your husband too. They'll tell you exactly like what cycle you're in right now, what's happening. Like they're not vague. They're not vague. Like, I mean, I love these cards, but you know, when you're looking at somebody's chart like individually, they will say like they've told me things in the past of like on February 11th you'll sign a contract, and then I'll get a contract on February 11th. I did for like a reality TV show. I ended up not doing the show, but this was like 5 years ago, and he told me on February 11th you're going to get a contract, and very interesting. So yeah, it's a good system. Can I clear for Geo? Okay, they say yes, so that's good. Oh, this chart is falling apart, huh? I kind of like it. It's like here, I just noticed, I'm only noticing on the chat. I noticed a little string here a second ago. Yeah, there it is. Another one here. It's like, okay, Geo is 30 years old. Geo, can I clear specifically for your heart palpitations? Oh, but what I was saying, Shaza, too, is there's a wall around the heart. Most people have. Like, I don't have one. My clients don't have them, but like 97% of people have a wall of emotions around their heart. It was put there to protect you because of based on for emotional survival, past betrayals, past whatever, that alone is going to take me like 30 minutes to clear. It's not like that because I have to clear, like, imagine a lifetime of emotions around the heart. So that's its own thing. The heart is something that, like, when people want to work on their heart, I dedicate the full session to the heart, or at least half of it if they're pretty clear. So Geo, same for you. If it's heart palpitations, you're somebody who's going to need like 3 sessions, for all the stuff that you just mentioned in the chat, minimum. But let's see what I can clear for your heart palpitations. Infinite light, please assist me in setting the intention for enlightened consciousness to flow through. I'm here only to be truly helpful. I'm here to represent Spirit who sent me. I do not worry about what to say or what to do because Spirit always directs me, and I am content to be wherever you wish, knowing that you go there with me. I will be healed as I let you teach me to heal. Jai Guru. It's the first thing here. Can I test for Geo? Okay. The first thing is in your brain, in the thalamus. The thalamus regulates sleep and alertness. There's also an imbalance in the pancreas, and the pancreas actually produces a ton of hormones. It produces uh, like blood sugar regulating hormones, like insulin, glucagon, I think it's called, somatostatin, and the pancreatic polypeptide, I think it is, or something like that. The associated amounts that's causing the pancreas to be imbalanced or misaligned is energetic. Okay. Yeah, see, so you can see already people who haven't done a lot of energy work, a lot of clearings, it's like the thalamus is misaligned because the pancreas is misaligned, because this is misaligned, because that's misaligned, because this is so there's so much that happens. Whereas somebody like today, I was working with somebody who's done like probably 40 sessions with me and her dad. I worked on her dad too. Her dad, every misalignment was literally this long. I was like, this. Her misalignments, because she's done so many sessions, it was like heart chakra is misaligned, there's grief, clear. Okay, next thing. Thalamus is misaligned, there's abandonment, clear. Like it was like this because there's barely anything left. Can we have why the pancreas is misaligned? Okay. There's also an imbalance in the skull, specifically in the parietal bone up here, like the crown of the head. And the associate mouse causing that is energetic. Okay. Another part of your skull also has a misalignment, and it's the frontal bone, the forehead. Okay. We have a cause for that. It's an entity. There's an entity that attached to you. Do I need to get an H? Can I clear it? I'm not going to get an H for when the entity attached. We're just going to clear it for the sake of time and space for everybody here. Did we clear the entity? Can it reattach? Okay. Is the frontal bone still misaligned? Is the parietal bone still misaligned? Is the pancreas still misaligned? Okay. There's also a belief that's stuck in the, what am I clearing? Pancreas. Damaged. There's the belief that I'm damaged. Do we need to know more? That belief was from age 27, the belief that I'm damaged. Jai Guru. Did we clear this? Is the pancreas still misaligned? Is the thalamus still misaligned? Good. Okay, not too bad, Gio. Not too bad. That whole misalignment is cleared. We just cleared your thalamus, pancreas, parietal bone, and the frontal bone. And can we clear anything that is directly related to causing palpitations? Okay. Okay, we're going to clear another part of your brain. It feels so weird saying that. Pineal gland. Pineal gland. And the associated mouse is energetic. Okay, good. Okay. All right. There's a message that you're broadcasting out. You're broadcasting out positive messages too, but some of them are negative, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm only looking for the negative. So let's see what's being negatively broadcasted out from your pineal gland, and that other people are picking up this message. Wow, 5, 4. Do we need to know more? At age 4, you have the belief that I am unforgivable. So something happened at age 4. Maybe even something as small as dad said something, or mom said something, or teacher said something, and you thought, I am unforgivable. You know, at age 4, we're very impressionable. Did we clear that? Okay. Is the pineal gland still misaligned? It's energetic. Okay. There's still more for the pineal gland. Uh-huh. And it's, can I clear this? I'm not going to get an H for this just for the sake of time. And it says I don't need to, but there's no will to take responsibility. And again, it doesn't mean that in general in life you don't take responsibility, but it could have been something at age 10, you know? Did we clear this? Is the pineal gland still misaligned? Is the pineal gland still misaligned? Okay. It's clear. Can I clear one more thing? The root cause of everything that's causing any palpitations in the heart. Is there anything that I could clear now that would significantly reduce it, that one thing? Okay. Okay. So it told me not. Okay. Anyway. Good. Yeah. I think this is going to help. Okay. Do we need to know more? There's hatred at the age of 23, Gio. Can I clear one more thing? Okay. And we need to know more. The same time the hatred was there at 23, an entity attached to you. We cleared the entity. Can it reattach? No. Good. Okay, let me work on Gail. So this is Gio's mom, Gail. I remember I did a clearing for Gail. Gio, let me know if her spirit was dislodged from her body at that time. The reason I ask is because it is dislodged now, but only 1%. Very little. So either it just was not really that dislodged, or it was like 8% dislodged the last time, and now 1% is left. So let me know because I don't remember, but I remember I cleared for her at one point. I just don't remember if it was dislodged. Can I have the associated imbalance? Why the spirit is dislodged? Okay. So for an example, 100% would be death, right? Of the body. You don't die, the body dies. She's only 1%. The associated balance is energetic. Do I need to know more? I'm not going to get an age, an entity attached to her after the age of 50. Did we clear this? Is this, and so it's causing it to be so uncomfortable in the body that the spirit dislodged a little bit. Is there any other associated imbalance that's causing the spirit to be dislodged? Oh, good. That was it. Just that one pesky entity. Can I clear more for Gil? We need to know more. What is it with entities today, guys? There's an entity that attached to her at 24. Now I feel bad for True Intentions for saying that I wasn't going to do a clearing because maybe there's some entities that could help her. We'll do that next week. Did we clear that? Okay. Can I clear the root cause of any kind of suffering or physical ailments for Gail? It's in her energy body. It's specifically in the auric field, which is the bioelectromagnetic field around the body. Aura. Associated mouse is energetic. Okay. Excuse me. We need to know more. At age 28, she has no will to be protected. I had this the other day, something similar with a girl, and I said, you had no will to be protected or something like that at age 17. And she said, yeah, I was dating this guy who was a bit older than me, and my parents were like trying to protect me and didn't want me to be with him, and I didn't want them to protect me. So that's how you think of this kind of stuff. Did I clear this? Is the aura still imbalanced? Is the auric field imbalanced? Okay, good. Can I clear something else? Check. She's broadcasting out a negative message as well. I hurt, like I'm hurting. Do we need to know more? Can I clear this? Okay, we're gonna clear it. I'm sorry, Gail. We're gonna clear this now for you. Did we clear I'm hurting? Can I clear one more thing? Can we just keep it energetic? Okay. I'm not gonna go into the body, just energetic. It's an emotion. At age 53, she has this emotion of being vulnerable, vulnerability. Did we clear this? Good. Okay, that's clear. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm just too tired to keep clearing. Oh, I've had a long day. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna do the two more because I promised for Scarlett and Christy, but I'm just gonna pull a card, okay? Geo, let's see what Geo said. Oh, Dandelion. Okay, in Vedic, you're a Virgo sun. Very cool. Yeah. In Vedic, I'm an Aries sun. But in Vedic, you'll see they don't really look at your sun. I mean, they'll consider it, but they're looking at your rising sign. So for me, it's Libra, 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 Libra. That's all they're looking at. Mm, Geo, who I just cleared for, says, "Yep, I have a lot of brain stuff and pancreas." Interesting. Yeah, and that's what we cleared, your brain and the pancreas. And he wrote, "Wow, that's wild." Yeah, isn't it wild? It took me straight. Oh, and you're saying 23 was a very traumatic year. Yeah, there was anger, or was it hatred? And there was an entity that attached to you. Gio says, "This is also on point. Thank you so much. You cleared something around Parkinson's, but I don't think it was related to spirit out of the body." Oh, okay, okay. So yeah, that's not bad. Her spirit was only 1% dislodged. It's very low. Hey, Elizabeth, next week, hopefully, okay? Gio, thank you. She's been dealing specifically with dysphagia, inability to drink orally. And you said that was so spot on. Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah, these are the kinds of things that need like 3 to 6 sessions, Because then it makes me sad because I'm like, I don't want to just clear 5 things. I want to clear, in a session, I clear like 100 things. Hey, Elizabeth. Thank you. Thank you. Elizabeth says it's always so relaxing to watch you do clearings. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay, so let's now pull a card for Scarlett and for Christy. Scarlett, I'm sorry. I know I said I was going to do a clearing, but I'm just going to pull a card, okay? I just want to take a shower and meditate. I wish you were all here with me. That would be so fun. Hi, Frank. I saw your interview with Joni. She's incredible. She really is. And a sweet woman. I love her. I went to dinner with her and her husband the night before we filmed, and I just love them both. He's fun. Her husband is fun. So is she. They're fun. They're way more fun than me. They're like double my age, literally. And I can't keep up with them. That's how fun they are. This is my first time in your life. I will be back for the next one. Much love. Okay, cool, Datina. Yeah, I'm every Friday night. Yeah, Sarah, no worries. I'll pull one for you because cards are easier. Okay, so these are going to be the final 3 cards, okay? Sarah, card. Coral Rain says, "All good, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you." Um, Elizabeth, I totally agree. Oh, thank you, Sulov. I was late today, totally. Dang, I'd be forgetting to chime in until last minute. I get it. Trust me. I know. I know. Okay, but I'm gonna pull a card for you. Don't worry, Sarah. All right, so let's start with Scarlet. Scarlet, are you still on? Oops, I dropped one. Really pretty one. Oh, a woodpecker. I've been looking at the woodpeckers in my backyard every morning. It's so cool to watch them. So cool to watch them. Okay, this one's for Scarlet. Wow. So we've been getting different cards for everybody today, which is cool. Obsidian. Obsidian. Number 32. Obsidian is very like a protective crystal. And I wore black today, and obsidian came up twice. The other one was the knife. Oh, wait, I'm doing it wrong. Okay, it's 32. Hay House. How crazy. I used to listen to Louise Hay one time, like 10 years ago, when I was still just a YouTuber, like a small YouTuber. They invited me to one of their conferences, and I met Louise Hay, and then she passed away. And then, like a few months later, they introduced me to Wayne Dyer. Very cool time. I was on Hay House Radio with David G. So it feels like another life. I had a long, many experiences. 87. Okay. The obsidian stone, and this is for you, Scarlett, and for everybody, really. Stone of magic and protection. It's, or obsidian, is a volcanic glass of immeasurable significance to the Mesoamerican cultures and a symbol of magic and protection. Revered for its sharpness and reflective surface, obsidian holds the dual nature of revealing truth and warding off negative energies. This powerful stone is linked to mystical insights, grounding, and protection. With its dark mirror-like quality, obsidian is believed to reflect inner truth, offering clarity amid the shadows. It serves as a spiritual anchor. Oh, you know what? True Intentions, who was asking earlier, you should get an obsidian. I mean, I'm sure you already know. You're probably like, duh, Frank. It serves as a spiritual anchor connecting the physical realm with the mystical and is often used in divination and healing rituals to cleanse negativity. Obsidian's protective qualities are revered, believed to form a shield against physical and spiritual harm. So the spiritual guidance here is that let obsidian, the energy of obsidian, doesn't mean you have to go out and get one, inspire you to embrace your own personal power and intuition. What I do like about this, I will say this deck, a lot of them come back to embracing your own power rather than pouring your power outward. Its grounding energy encourages a calm approach to confronting and healing from life's challenges, and it empowers you to move forward with confidence and protection. Obsidian acts as a mirror to your soul, revealing inner truth and shedding light on shadows that may linger within. Its strength lies in the ability to offer clarity and cut through the deceit that you're experiencing in life, guiding you toward a path of authenticity and self-realization. I don't think people really know what self-realization means. That word is very thrown out there. Allow it to support your strength and remind you that you are always protected against negativity. That part is true. You are always protected against negativity. But in ignorance, we believe that we can be harmed, and so we are. I don't believe I can be harmed, and so I'm not. And Scarlett, I hope that resonated. We're gonna move on to Christy and pull a card for you, my love. Christy. Okay. I don't know if I'm saying this right, Yache or Yaxche. The Mayan language is a very unique one because I don't know if you're supposed to say it the way Mexicans or Colombians or Argentinians do, or if you're supposed, or if it has its own dialect, or is it similar to like Latin America, South America? I don't know. But it is the tree of life, so I'm going to call it the tree of life. I like how geometric that is too. So, Christy, this is for you, the tree of life. Oh, I didn't get the page number. 29. And for people just joining, this is the Mayan Oracle by my friend Christine Hernandez, who sent it to me. Number 29, page 89. Wow, I flipped right to it. Okay, this is the totem. Wait, nah, that's not the right page. 81 is the right page. Yes, the sacred tree of life for Christie. Revered for its powerful presence and deep roots, the saiba is more than just a plant. It's a sacred representation of the entire universe and the spiritual energy that flows through all things. Also known as the yache tree, it is it is one of the most significant symbols in Mayan cosmology, standing as the axis mundi, or the world tree, that connects the heavens, the terrestrial realms, and the underworld. It is believed to support the heavens with its branches, while its roots extend into the underworld, making it a channel for cosmic forces and a guardian for all life. It's a clear and powerful reflection of the interconnectedness of all existence. Just like human beings, it symbolizes strength, resilience, and the eternal cycle of life and renewal. Remember the unity of creation, and you will see yourself reflected in all things. The spiritual guidance here is to consider the wisdom of the Yache, that which teaches the importance of staying rooted while ever racing toward the sun, the moon, and the starlight in the sky. I like this because in spirituality, it's very easy for people to get pulled into concepts, into entertainment, and they get lost in that. And so she's saying, reach for the sun, the moon, and the starlight in the sky, but stay grounded. This shows the delicate balance between ambition and humility, and that to truly succeed, we must only reach for what is seen and not only, oh, okay, yeah, we must only reach for what is seen and known, but not fear reaching deep into the darkness of the unknown. That's good. Because a lot of people don't want to self-realize, don't want to awaken because it's the fear of the unknown. Like, what happens if I'm not the body and I have to find out that I'm something else and I'm this great power? What does that mean? I've my whole life, this has been me, you know? So yeah, fearlessness is so important on the path to self-realization. Like Gio was saying in the chat earlier, that there's a lot of fear. And he said, what did he say? Self-realization is not for the faint of heart. The Yache is a bridge between all realms in the cosmos, a reminder for you to embrace your connection to both Earth and the ether, and cultivate a peaceful coexistence with all things. Let this magical tree inspire you to build a foundation of stability and grace and nurture your spiritual growth and enhance your bond with the great mystery of the universe. Beautiful. And now for Sarah, last but certainly not least. Sarah's like, I'd be missing these calls. I'd be missing these calls. Well, you're gonna get a card today. Let's see what it is. Ooh, I feel like it's gonna be a good one. Water crocodile and water lily, the emox. Emox. Oh, and it's on the cover too. Okay. It's on the cover too. Oh, I didn't get the. I think this is one of the deities. Oh, it's card number one. Wow. That's kind of cool. We're ending at the beginning. Oh, we're ending at the beginning. Number one, and it's page 7. Water, water lily, crocodile, intuition, sensitivity, fluidity, and the depth of emotion. Emox calls you to embrace the infinite expanse of collective consciousness. This energy is like a cosmic ocean, and it encapsulates both the void and the potential of all existence. It's tethered to realms beyond just what you can see, bridging dreams with reality. Emox connects us to the magical sea of shared thoughts and dreams, where everything and nothing exists together in one place. Emox is thought of as a feminine spirit, sometimes seen as a water lily. The, the ancient Maya used the water lily to journey into the other world, seeking vision quests and wisdom, and other times as a crocodile. So sometimes she's seen as a water lily, other times as a crocodile. Each Where was I? Oh, each of those represent the moment before the universe came into existence, where life started from a mystical void. True, true. Like the ocean, this void is pregnant with creative potential, full of life's secrets. The core message here is that Emox embodies water's transformative power and teaches us that the vitality of movement and change or about the vitality of movement and change. The life-giving journey of water through the natural world is like our own path of personal growth and development. Just as water nurtures earth with its continuous flow, we can embrace the flow of life to support our evolution. The guidance is this. Water holds secrets and mysteries, and so do you through your blood. You can access the codes and memories stored within you by activating and awakening the waters of your intuition. You are being asked, Sarah, to remember the importance of retreating to the waters. Go visit lakes, oceans, or rivers in your area. Take a bath or a shower. Spend time in water to support you in cleansing and coming home to yourself. Because by doing so, you empower yourself to live a life connected to the dreams your highest self beckons you towards. Yeah. All right. Very good. Well, everybody, I love you all. Let me check the chat and then we'll sign off for the night. Oh, Gio, you're so welcome. Tell your mom I said you're very, very welcome. I wish I could do more. I really wish I could just stay on all night and do this. I admire people who have that kind of energy. Gio says, I feel calm. I feel calm as calm right now, almost weightless. Good. I mean, we cleared from the brain. And it's good that we're doing this at night because you'll go to sleep and process it while you sleep. Otherwise, you would just be tired today. Elizabeth, I have worked with Obsidian and is very hardcore, very much the tower from tarot-like energy. Yeah. You're welcome, Coral. I love that you guys are sending messages to each other too. I'm gonna put my oh yeah, Coral says I'm gonna put on my obsidian necklace I have now. Yes, that resonates. You the best. Thank you, you too, you too. Um, I love trees. That's funny you say that. I was telling somebody today that I love trees and I love living in the desert, but for me, mountains and trees is my happiest place. I do miss living in the Hollywood Hills. I take pictures of them on my nightly walks. Oh, so nice. Me too. I talk to them. I'm that guy. When you say we are not the bodies, that was a huge realization for me. This matches the card you pulled. Good, Christy. Yeah, you're not the body. Don't associate yourself with something made of the five elements. You are prior to the five elements. But listen, I have reverence for the body because it's through the body that the spirit can know itself. When you go back to when you are in your pure state, you don't even know that you exist. It's only through the body that you know, I am. Oh, I exist. This is what existence. We have the potential to self-realize only in the body. Dear Frank, thank you so much for this magical moment and the profound card. I wish you all the magical moments that turn into beautiful memories. Much love to everyone. Thank you so much. Back to you. Shaza, you are blessed, and we are so lucky to be in this secret light. Yes, I love that you called it that, and I hope all your wishes come true. Thank you. You're right about that. We are in this like secret live together. This is why I chose this hour. I could easily choose like a more, Thursdays at 3 p.m., but I'm doing Friday nights because it's going to draw the people that are interested in occult, in mystery, things like that. Incredible. Oh, it just disconnected for a second. I hope I didn't lose you all. If I did, I'm so sorry.